You like to cry? Sure, you like cry. I don't know if you saw this particular viral video online of a young man, a Nigerian man who lives abroad and invested allegedly all of his life earnings into buying land with a real estate company. He says he's yet to be allocated months and months after he made this investment. Now, the real estate company, on the other hand, has come out to say, well, that's not completely true, that he, after making an initial payment, has defaulted. He's yet to pay some outstanding, and he has quite a backlog of payments to make. Now, see, I know that in stories like this, there are many moving parts to the story, but the truth of the matter is there are many take-homes from an event like this. And let's now get to it. Number one, just know that when you're making a real estate investment, prepare your mind that things can go south, even when you least expect. Now, number two, the best form of preparation that you can make is doing your due diligence. And due diligence really means different things, right? It doesn't just mean cross-checking or verifying the validity of the title documents that you've been given, or even the authenticity of the owner of the property you want to invest in. It also means thoroughly checking out the real estate investment company you are going to be investing with. Of course, I will take it for granted that you know by now that you cannot go into any real estate investment without equipping yourself with the legal services of a seasoned lawyer. Now, ensure that your lawyer reads through every tiny details in your contract, even the one where then take small fonts, right? Make you know, see, have your lawyer cross the T's and check the I's, right? It's very, very important. Anybody can default in a real estate investment. The developer might default when coming through on timelines for delivery, and even you as a property investor can also default on your payment. So what happens when any party is involved, or if any party is involved default? What happens? What is the exit plan so that you as the investor or the developer can exit successfully with your monies intact? I mean, I know that some real estate companies, when an investor defaults, you can get a refund, but not immediately, for a period of say 60 to 90 days, and they have to minus a particular amount for administrative charges. Now, sometimes those charges can be a bit ridiculous, but hey, at least you still get some monies back. But please, really and truly, ensure that your lawyer reads through the fine print of the contract. Number three, if you're going to invest in a house, in a property, a built property, can you ensure that your payment, especially if it's an ongoing development that's not completed, can you ensure that your payments are done in tranches? As they hit certain milestones in the development, those tranches of payments are made. Now, if you're investing in land, I'm thinking that developers and investors can come to this compromise. When somebody makes payment for their land investment and they've made up to 50, 60, 75, 80% of the total amount they're supposed to pay, can they get a temporary allocation? Can we meet in the middle here? Can they get a temporary allocation, and then when they're done paying full payments, they can get a full permanent allocation? Most importantly, do your homework. I'm going to come back to this point again. As an investor, see, you probably don't have complete boots on ground. And when I say that, I mean in terms of having an in-depth, in-house thorough knowledge of how some of these developers are, the reputation they have, how they do business, how they operate. Now, routers in the business have a better understanding as to how these developers really do business, because in our past dealings with some of these developers, we know what they stand for. Sometimes in the way that they have dealt with our colleagues, we know where they stand in the grand scheme of things. And so I'm saying to you that you need to do your homework by equipping yourself with the services of a seasoned realtor who has a good knowledge of how and who these developers are. Now, not just any kind of realtor, not just any realtor will be saying anywhere belle face, they sell the whole Lagos, they sell everything. That's not the kind of realtor you want to do business with. You need a realtor who has integrity. And we say this loosely, but really and truly, you need to find yourself a realtor who, in your heart of hearts, you know that this realtor stands for something. Even with their own personal sense of values, their personal values also reflect the kind of values that they have on a business level. It might take a bit of research, but it's important that you do this homework. And to be fair, developers are not having an easy time right now in this climate, in this financial climate. I mean, they have to battle with so much. This is true. Inflation, high cost of construction materials, sourcing for personnel, skilled expertise when it comes to staff and workers on site. It can be nightmarish for developers, especially in times like this when inflation is biting hard and the economy is literally struggling. Real estate developers have to deal with finding access to finance, funding. So, I mean, all of this can play into investors not getting what they're supposed to get when they're supposed to get it. This is true. But you see, at the core of everything that we do is our customer. And so this is why I will always put the customer first. Communication can be had, conversations can be had, so that we can sense that our customers are at the core for everything that we're doing. We're building our business around customer satisfaction. And it's important that this translates into how we keep communication lines open with the investors. See, to cry real estate investment cry, not be small cry, the pain they hit different. And so I hope that with everything that I have said, you go about and you invest wisely and safely. Like if you like this content, and follow me, Gainsville Realty, for more.